Yo, what's up, skaters? Hello and welcome back to another video. Now, you may have seen the short I posted a few days ago named I grated off my palm trying this dumb trick, where in the fact my palm on my hand actually was sliced off on the floor and there was blood everywhere, and a lot of people didn't believe that that was a real injury. Like, I got messages, I got comments saying that I fake my injuries, I fake my bails, this, that and the other. So I thought it would be funny to go through that video, show why, show what happened and why people might think it's fake, and also read some of the funny comments because they go pretty hard, I can't lie. So with all that being said, we're going to jump into the short first. Now, you may have seen it before, you may have not, but it's called I grated off my palm trying this dumb trick. 180k views. I only posted it like 4 or 5 days ago, so that's pretty damn good, and it's still getting a lot of views every day. So, and obviously the screenshot right there that you can see is like it tells a story. It tells a story right there. So we're going to watch this video first, going to explain what happened, and then I'm going to debunk the theory of the hand for you. So let's go. Start it from here.
So the other day I'm playing at this street spot, right? Just messing around, doing some dumb tricks on and off the rail, but the hill
Street spot.
the rail. Now this bad boy was so steep, the kind of which speed you can generate will have you feeling like Sonic on crack as you zoom out of the skate park. So to kill some speed, I thought I would try and grind this ledge out on the side.
It was hella steep. It doesn't look like it on camera though.
Well, as you can see here, this was the point I sadly fell, lost the palm of my hand to the vicious harpy that life calls concrete. Obviously, I had to go back and land it, but seriously, RIP my hand.
Okay, right, so let me pause this a second. So a lot of people have told me they've downloaded the video, they freeze framed it, and they're sure that I'm holding bacon in my hand or something like that with some red paint. Hilarious, right? So first of all, we're going to go through the comments. So street spot is one of the biggest ones. Obviously, I said it was a street spot as a joke because I knew it would trigger comments like this. Hate that all you want, but it works massively. So if you don't want people to do it, don't make it work so well. Anyway, so we got, I've never seen someone lose their palm before. In my youth, gloves were the only gear. Dude, your palm is on the ground. Is that the entire palm of your hand? Let's try and find some of the ones that say it was fake. He didn't lose the palm. He was holding something the whole time. Plus, on the full video, you see 2 bruises on his hand. Bruises? They're not bruises. They're sliced cuts. But anyway, wait a minute. Is that piece of your palm on the ground? I don't know if I've ever seen a street spot this smooth and angle iron coping. Quite funny. The chunk of hand meat was a bit unnerving. Hold on. This person says, yeah, that's wax-colored skin, blood, and flesh. Really easy to notice if you've been around blood and wax. That smudge is just wax as well. Okay, so apparently this person thinks that the stain on the floor was just wax. Funny. I think Dan needs a hand. That's a pretty good one. He looks like he's holding something. We got a conspiracy theory there. He's literally holding a bloody piece of something and slaps it on the ground. That's bacon. That ain't no palm. It's cat, people. If you think he actually slammed on his hand after watching it even the second time, you're delusional. So many people were saying that I don't even like touch the floor with my hand. Like, I'm going to run that clip over here so you can see that I do slap the palm. How else would it get on the floor like that? Obviously, I'm not going to go out of my way to fake an injury when I get enough of them just doing skateboarding as it is. Why on earth would I want to risk hurting myself in the long term for a stupid video like this? I mean, it just happens. This one, you ain't tricking me, bro. But if it was true, damn, that looks painful. Is it just me or is he holding something? Didn't even grind the palm down, just plain took it. Yo, bro, I think you dropped something. He had something in shit hand and threw it on the ground. Dog, you got to pop out of the grind. Don't just slam your nose into the ground, lol. If that was really your skin, that's got hurt. Obviously, I didn't slam my nose into the ground on purpose. It's just what happens when you don't land it. That's a piece of ham. Your skin peeled off like the cheese on top of pizza when it all slides off and leaves that weird red fleshy looking bottom crust. Oh, you can see he's holding something in his hand. Wax, maybe? So there's a wax theory, a bacon theory. So it's either pig meat or wax. He was holding something in his hand before he fell. It's definitely not his palm, especially from a fall like that. Makes me so mad. So this is the one that I shared on my community page. This is the best one. And the only one that I actually replied to because I saw it first. He goes, makes me so mad people fake shit like this. Go bail for real. See you next week, kid. I don't know where we're meeting up next week, but let's jump into the replies. I just said, haha, these comments made my day. Thanks, little man. Funny thing is, yeah, if you're ever in a comment war online, if you want to piss someone off and trigger them like no other, just call them little man. Because if they are a little man, that will trigger them so hard. It's the #1 funny thing to say to people, in my opinion, because it always gets them going wild. Look at how many extra comments he puts underneath it. Lol, says the kid who fakes his bail. Funniest thing I've seen. You horrid, bro. Come to SA. I'll show you a few actual bails. Not scared of a little blood, bro. 15 years skating is enough for me to call you a poser. Which already when I'm reading this, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Let's just put it simple. I did not see your hand even actually touch the ground. Right hand, in brackets, not actually even a scrape. I'll show my friends how he actually slid across the ground compared to what you just capped. And then he goes, quiet now, because obviously I'm not going to sit here and have an argument in the fucking comments. I just like to drop one and then dip. But anyway, I'm not going to do that in my thing. And then someone else goes, you obsessed. honest. I'm gonna give that one a like. And he goes, nah, just a fact, uncle. But anyway, so that's the comments, right? That was all the comments that we've got for this one. There's a bunch more on my Instagram if you want to check those out, but basically they're all the same sort of gist. Most people are just commenting on the video, but there are about 20% of people that think it was fake. So with all that being said, we're gonna jump into why it wasn't fake. So this is where it all started. This is just before I filmed that video. I was doing a review of the whole skate park. This is Zeeberg. So let's quickly full screen that. This is where you see the first cut. Okay, so that was where I cut it the first time. Now, my palms are extremely sensitive. I literally cut these things every other day in the summer for pretty much the last 10 years. So as you can see right here, it's almost healed. Like, I mean, it's not very good light, but you can see it's almost healed on the palm and that bit by my pinky. It's almost. This happened like maybe 2 weeks ago at this point, so there's still cuts there for sure. So I'm going to show it in this video, I think.
If you've been following my Instagram for a while, which you can in the description if you want to, you'll know that I injure my hands quite frequently. And this was one.
So that's it, just like fresh from Amsterdam. I just got back from the flight there. This is the same day I came back, I think, or the day after. So this was about a week after.
I've got the same thing on the other hand for falling later on in the trip, which we'll get to in the later videos.
Yeah, I had a lot of stacks.
The first one that cut me up. And it got worse. Way worse than.
But yeah, as you can see right here, that's the first injury. And now this was so deep that it was bleeding so much that I literally couldn't stop it. So what I did was, and I don't know if you've ever used these before, this is not a sponsor of mine or whatever, but these Compeed blister plasters, these are god tier for injuries like this, especially on the palm. And obviously as soon as it started bleeding, I stuck one of those on, which is why in the video of me actually doing the trick, let me find the pause bit. Right, so here we are back at the main video. And as you can see here, you can actually see it from this frame already. You can see the blood dripping off my hand and the fact that it looks like I'm holding something, right? And you wouldn't be wrong to think that. So let's jump into the video because I've got this fistful. You can literally see all the blood in my hand. Obviously, when I did that first cut, I had put the blister plaster on there because it was bleeding so rapidly and I was leaking so much everywhere. The blister plaster wouldn't stay on because there was so much blood coming out. So I had to hold it in my hand like this. That's why so many people were suspicious that I was holding something like ham, bacon or whatever, which to be honest is quite hilarious, but you were right to be skeptical. So shout out to the people that questioned it because you don't let anything slip by. But anyway, so as you can see, it looks like I've got something in my hand still. That fist is closed for the entire video, literally until I fall, because as I said, it's holding the blister plaster to my hand. And you can almost see all the... Wait, hold on, let me find it. Like, you can literally see the blood there. Like, it's very hard to see. Like, you can see the little red tint. It's very bloody on my hand. And again, closed fist. And again, you can see all the blood dripping off my hand there. There's so much of it coming off. There's so much blood on my hand. It's almost completely red at this point. So much more than you would expect from such like a medium-sized cut. But it's just where it is, and it was so deep at this point. I think I just grazed the whole palm off in that, to be honest. And it was super steep. So here is where it actually comes off. Obviously, you see my hands closed. When I do the grind and I fall forward, my hand smacks the concrete like that. That's when the blister plaster comes off and all the blood with it. So, like, as you can see here, I'm about to go down with it. And then this is where my arm, obviously, it's off camera, obviously. My left hand hits it first, but my right arm is slowly following after. Bang, smacks the ground there. And I slid down the ramp on it. I was like, down the ramp. And that's why this is where my hand hit the ground with the blister plaster on and the blood all around it. And then it slid all the way down. And I lost a bit of extra skin from this. But that's not actually skin. That's just one of these blister plasters right here. Now, I never actually said in the video that was specifically the skin of my hand. I just said my palm got cut off, which it did in multiple places. So I wasn't being untruthful there. But anyway, you want to leave these things up to speculation so that people in the comments can actually argue and debate whether or not it's real or not. But it is real at the end of the day. People just thought that was my whole palm of skin, but it's not actually quite that bad. There was a bit of skin in there, but it's not as big as the plaster might imply. Well, anyway, guys, that was the conspiracy of the missing palm. Now you guys know that I wasn't holding bacon ham and it was a real cut. Well done for questioning it. I'll see you guys in the next video.